Visa Online Assistance can assist you for your Federal Skilled Worker Program class for permanent resident application in Canada. Canada is still among the list of skilled immigrants to apply for a permanent residency, under the FSW class category of Canada Immigration. In most recent reform of immigration application via Express Entry online application. To qualify under this FSW category qualification, skills must be listed as an eligible occupation in Canada and be able to meet the passing mark of 67 points to apply for a permanent resident under Federal Skilled Worker category. It is a mandatory requirement that qualification must have a credential assessment report from Canada Assessing Authority to claim points against the qualification. After completing the Express Entry online application, Immigration will rank the highest score to compete with others and choose to give an invitation to apply for permanent residence in Canada. The selection of an application depends on how you have earned your points and evidence of the documents being presented, as the applicant have only two months to apply after giving an invitation. The Express Entry application is able to access by the state territories in Canada, Immigration and Canadian employers through their online tools. If in case Canadian employers are unable to fill the position from their locals, they will match the skills needed and access a pool for the possible selection of candidates and be able to give an invitation to the applicant, in less than 6 months can obtain the permanent resident in Canada. When the application remains in the pool for 12 months, and unable to get an invitation, automatically it withdraws from the pool. An applicant under the Federal Skilled Worker Program may reapply another application to give it another try. Selection factors and corresponding points determine your eligibility based on 6 selection factors. Excerpt from IM 7000 Guide Sick, English and / or French skills 28 points. Education 25 points. Experience 15 points. Age 12 points. Arrange employment in Canada 10 points. Adaptability 10 points. Total 100 points. Passing mark is 67 points out of 100 points. If your score is 67 points or higher, you may qualify to immigrate to Canada as a federal skilled worker. However, if your score is lower than the pass mark of 67 points, you will not qualify to immigrate to Canada as a federal skilled worker at this time. Calculate your points from the 6 selection factors. Language points. CLB on basis of IELTS equivalent. CLB level IELTS outcome for individual skill marks per skill. Speaking, listening, reading, writing. 7.66664. 86.57.56.56.55. 9 above 7.0-9.0.0.9.0.7.0-9.006. Please note potential FSW for migration must meet at least CLB 7 or flat 6.0 in all 4 bands for IELTS to meet English language requirement to qualify. Work experience maximum 15 points. 1 year 9 points. 2-3 years 11 points. 4-6 years 13 points. 6 or more years 15 points. Work experience must be full-time in the last 10 years and should match the duties of your jobs of Canada's National Occupation Classification NOC. Points for age. Your points on your age will be based on the day your application is received by the centralized intake office. Age points. Under 18 0. 18-3512. 3611. 3710. 38-9. 39-8. 47. 41-6. 42-5. 43-4. 44-3. 45-2. 46-1. 47 and older 0. Points for arranged employment. Maximum points 10 points. In some cases, you can get points if you have a permanent, full-time job offer from a Canadian employer. The job must be arranged before you apply to come to Canada as a federal skilled worker. A valid job offer has to be for full-time, permanent and not seasonal work, and in an occupation listed as skill type 0 or skill level or B of the National Occupational Classification, NOC. Points for adaptability. Maximum 10 points. Spouse or partner S language level CLB 4 level or higher or IELTS 5.05 points. 2 years full-time study in Canada 5 points. Spouse or partner's previous study in Canada for 2 years 5 points. Your past work in Canada at least 1 year full-time work in an occupation listed in skill type 0 or skill levels A or B of a occupational classification, NUC, and with valid work permit 5 points. Spouse or partner's previous work in Canada at least 1 year 5 points. Arranged employment in Canada. You earned points under Factor 5 arranged employment 5 points. Relatives in Canada, you or if it applies your spouse or common law partner have relative 5 points. Points for education. Maximum 25 points. It's advisable to get first the credential assessment report to determine exactly the points on your education and to further evaluate if the qualification is similar with the Canadian Educational Credential, S. Your Education Credential Assessment Report will indicate the equivalency of your completed Foreign Educational Credential, S, to completed Canadian Educational Credentials, S. Doctoral, PhD, level 25 points. University level credential at the Master's level or an entry to practice professional degree in relation to the occupation listed on next skilled level and for which licensing by provincial regulator is required 23 points. 2 or more post-secondary program credentials and at least one of these credentials is for the completion of a post-secondary program of 3 years or longer 22 points. Post-secondary program credential of 3 years or longer 21 points. 2-year post-secondary program credential 19 points. 1-year post-secondary program credential 15 points. Secondary school, also called high school, 5 points. Proof of funds, when you are given an invitation to apply for